Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Rise of the Empire Territory Battles video guide. You will be able to find this and all my other guides on my SWGOH for Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead, check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. In this one, I'm here in Sector 3, so I've already done like Sector 1 and Sector 2 videos where showing you what battles I could autoplay using what teams. So I'm here in Sector 3 now as well, showing you what battles I was able to autoplay. Spoiler alert, basically the Zepho as well as Kashyyyk, for the most part, I would stay away from autoplay. There are some teams that can barely made it, but if you want a consistency, I wouldn't recommend. So today in this video, we'll only be visiting Dathomir and Tatooine. There'll be YouTube chapters below, as always, if you want to skip through to any particular battle. Otherwise, let's go ahead and visit Dathomir first. So that's Sector 3, Dark Side. Now in terms of missions here, now Marin special mission. I've seen people autoplaying it. I've tried autoplaying it as well, but you know, it's not 100% on manual. It's not 100% on autoplay. Maybe Great Mothers will improve this because, you know, she does prevent revives, so maybe she'll be nice to have for this mission in the future. Obviously, it'll take a few months for me to slowly farm her up whenever she becomes farmable. So I'm not going to be showing you this mission because, you know, I don't really recommend autoplaying it. But again, there'll be a link to my SWGOH for Life website where you can see the detailed guide on how this mission runs on manual. Luckily, the other missions can be autoplayed. Now, some of them need some babysitting, which I'll highlight. Some of them are just kind of full autoplay. So I've got a Lord Vader Empire Squad. This one is a full auto, just target zombie. And that's just hit full autoplay and wait for the ultimate. And once we do hit the ultimate, obviously we'll be preventing revives. Definitely preventing revives is a mechanic that we have to utilize here in Dathomir to really prevail. And that's why the Marine special mission is a bit trickier, because the Night Sisters themselves, without Great Mother, since they don't have ways to prevent revives. Wave 2, similar, same thing like in Wave 1, just target zombie, you know, keep full auto. Lord Vader hits the ultimate, and then whenever Night Sisters die off, they won't be coming back. So Lord Vader definitely able to full auto this one without any problem. And then let's go ahead and do the Aphra mission next. Now this one, yeah, you can autoplay it, but again, it's one of those where, you know, maybe it could work, maybe it could not, but for the most part, whenever I did autoplay it a few times, I was always able to win. Obviously, as soon as BT gets going with fireworks, I mean, this guy is absolutely nuts. Oh boy, there we go. He just finished off all the Night Sisters all by himself with all his bonus turns. And on to the Wave 2 already. Yeah, Darth Vader's there is not the best, but, you know, again, same like in Wave 1. As soon as BT gets going, you know, it's a pretty straightforward affair, to be honest. A little bit annoying there. They defeated him, but at least then Grievous is getting a bunch of bonus turns. There we go, BT sneaking in another AoE, another bonus turn. Oh man, BT is so much fun. Then let's move on onto the standard Dark Side missions. So for this one, I'll be using Trench. Now Trench is one of those teams that for a full autoplay, I wouldn't recommend, but you can a little bit babysit and move the target around really. Obviously, we have to kind of dish out the tech first. I like to put weapon tech over on Newt, just so that obviously he's getting lots of turns and, you know, constantly spreading extortion. And as well, if he does defeat somebody, he prevents revives. And then put medpack over on Trench, and then tank over on Django. And here I'm just kind of moving the target around, obviously away from zombie, trying to line up a hit either with Newt or Django so that they prevent revives. That's why it's an autoplay team, but it's not like autoplay, you go away and you come back, because sometimes things can and will go wrong. But as long as you're there moving target around, you can still autoplay it for the most part. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep it going, guys. All right, there we go. We got above this spell, and I'm just gonna target here Talza and see if we can line up a hit either with Django or Newt, so they take her down so she's not coming back. So you can see you have to constantly move the target, because whenever zombie gets a turn, if she doesn't have shock on her, she will get a taunt up. There we go, was able to line up a hit there with Newt to finish off Talzin. And once Talzin goes down, things are a lot easier, you know, the plague is not spreading anymore as much. So we just had to kind of finish off the rest here. We go. Alright, we're gonna finish off Zombie after you take her down. She's not coming back. And then finishing off there the last Night Sister. And then the final mission here, we got Darth Revan lead with Sith Eternal Emperor. Now this one, when I was using Malgus and Malak in here, instead of Shore Trooper and as well Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, this was full autoplay, just, you know, whatever. But obviously I do need those two guys on a different mission here in this in the Sector 3. That's why I had to use Shore Trooper and Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. With them, it's not full autoplay, you have to a little bit babysit. I kind of link up the two acolytes and then just target Zombie and hit full autoplay. But also with Darth Revan, whenever we get a Zombie there below 50% health, the acolyte in the leading slot gets that mark on her, and that's why I just want to quickly move the target back onto the acolyte so she's not coming back, and then move over back to obviously their Zombie and keep taking her down. So it's autoplay, but same like Trench, like, you know, without Malak and Malgus in there, you still have to babysit them, similar like Trench. It takes a while. It's also good that eventually their Sith Eternal Emperor does get his ultimate, and an ultimate power will prevent revives. And then also Bane in there, if he does defeat somebody with his basic prevents revives as well. So we got a few ways of preventing revives. They're not like completely direct and straightforward, but at least it's something. There we go. I unleashed ultimate power here, and we'll see, but we don't have anybody linked, so we're gonna have to really link first. So let's go ahead, link Acolyte. That's what I said, like this team needs a bit of babysitting without Malgus and Malak in there, because you don't have so many waves to kind of keep the enemy under fear. But for the most part now here we can hit autoplay again. We have them linked up, unleash the ultimate power, and down they go. And let's head into next wave. So he's going to be similar kind of strategies as we had in wave 1. Get Zombie below 50% health, and then try to knock out Talzin down while she's got death mark. I wasn't able to do it that time, but hopefully we can do it. There we go. Nearly lost there. This was said, like, even on full autoplay this one can be a bit scary. That's I'm like, hold on, let me take the control of this. Again, if you want to autoplay this, you definitely want to have Malak in there, and as well Malgus. Like this is a bit iffy, so I'm like, hold on, let's take it off autoplay, get things under control. Just because I wasn't able to line up Talzin there when she had death mark on her. That was the only thing. Anyway, let's get a Pops, I guess, for an assist. Get a shock there. There we go. Oof, we're still hanging in there. Okay, that's fine. We can take a couple of hits. Come on, just as soon as you take Talzin down, things become a lot easier, to be honest. She also does decent damage. Let's do an AoE. Barely any damage here. There goes Revan. That's okay, he'll come back. I'll just keep pinging away at Talzin. Oh, we got death mark on her. Come on, finish her. Nice, there we go. With Talzin down, things become a lot easier. It's definitely, you may need to take manual control a little bit with Sith Eternal Emperor there. Again, before when I was using Malgus as well as Malak in here, was auto playing without any problems, but with those two guys, it's much more difficult to keep these sisters under control. They're needed in another mission. Where am I using them? Trying to remember. Probably on Tatooine. I think I'm using them on Tatooine for the Fennec mission, because obviously with Zepho they're in Sector 3, you're kind of stretching your roster, so just trying to spread it out. But anyway, I'll just keep doing this now, keep targeting Zombie, which is down to last 2 more Night Sisters, and then we should be good to go whenever, I guess, we unleash ultimate power here. Or we'll just finish them the old-fashioned way. Yeah, there we go. Got them down as well. So this now completes Dathomir, the battles on Dathomir. So let's go ahead and hop over to Tatooine now. And I'll just go ahead and kick things off. Where we want to start off? Yeah, let's kick off here with crate mission, so as the Bo-Katan Best Commando mission. Yes, you can autoplay this one. Things can go wrong, I guess, but even on manual things can go wrong. Like for example, once I remember the Crate Dragon just swallowed somebody and took an immediate turn, and I wasn't able to bring them back. So definitely it can happen that you can even lose on manual, you know, but 9 out of 10 times you win, like even on autoplay. I ran it 3 times without problems. Although if you want to be a good guildmate, play it on manual. I'm just showing you that, you know, it does work for the most part. So let's go ahead, hit full auto. There we go, just keep hitting the Crate Dragon. Alright, there we go, not swallowing anybody yet. Oh, alright, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. But luckily with Whistling Birds and a hit from Bo-Katan, we were able to get back IG-12. We go, get a dispel, some damage immunity, some assists. Okay, there we go, hit him again, one more time, and I think that should do it. Pew, 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 Whistling Birds, and the Crate Dragon goes down. But again, yeah, you know, for the sake of your guildmates, you may want to manually play this. I'm just showing you that, you know, it can be done on quite, I guess, good basis. But anyway, let's move on to the Inquisitor ones. Now this one can be tricky, but once you have Reva unlocked, obviously things become a lot easier. You can hit autoplay for the most part. I'm just trying to line up the tenacity up, and then we should be good to go here. There we go, we got the tenacity up, and now we just go ahead, hit full auto, remove the target, so the little bit you know, the AI moves the target around, spreading the damage. And these guys go down very quickly. And on to the next wave. You know, Kenobi can do a whole lot here, especially with Reva in there. You know, we get ability blocks, healing immunity locked in very quickly, and then we just keep pounding him until he goes down. There we go, in the yellow. Boom, big hit from Reva, and down he goes. And let's move over now onto the Jabba special mission, maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead do Jabba first. Jabba, good news, full autoplay here. You don't really have to do anything. Just gonna go ahead, full auto, make sure to remove the target. So again, AI is kind of moving around, spreading those thermal detonators, not just focusing on one single target. I don't even have a full Hut Cartel squad here, as you can see. I don't have them at Relic 7 other guys, so I'm just kind of chucking in Zem in there, but it doesn't matter. I mean, these guys have things under control. All those thermal detonators really stacking up, and there we go, very quick, very easy Jabba mission. And then let's do the mixed one. So for this one I will be using Supremely Color Ren, which is gonna again hit full auto, again removing the target, just that we can a little bit spread the damage around. Obviously the whole thing with Tatooine is these damage over times, and all 3 Kylos, they don't care about damage over times, so they should be able to survive without any issues. On to the wave 2 already. There we go, perfect. We hit the ultimate again. AI is not the most clever, like it should do a poke to maybe gain some stacks there of Siphon, just to boost the damage, but again it doesn't even matter in terms of increasing our own damage. It's just a case of surviving and the enemies dying off by damage over times. And let's move on to Fennec mission. As I mentioned before earlier, the reason why the Sith Eternal Dare squad on Dathomir has been a bit nerfed for me, that I have to manually play it a little bit, jumping is not full autoplay, is because I was looking for obviously an auto team for a Fennec mission here, and these guys were able to hang in there. Obviously both Malak and Malgus, they don't care about damage over time, same like Kylos. So using them here then allows me to autoplay this mission as well. So yeah, taking a little bit of hit on Dathomir, but then it becomes a little bit easier here. So same thing like with the other missions here on Tatooine, just remove the target, let them a little bit spread the damage around, damage over time spread, and then the enemies start going down one by one. You will lose everybody, but you know, both Malgus and Malak, they can take those damage over times without any problems. Okay, and then let's finish off as well with the ships mission. So we got the Executor one. These 2 can be auto-played. So let me just show you just a standard kind of Executor lineup. I'm just gonna go on ahead, hit autoplay. just yeah, make sure to remove target as well, so we can ignore the taunt and go after other guys as well. There we go. Although they're kind of going after TIE Bomber anyway, even though they could ignore the taunt from TIE Bomber because it's a crewless ship. There we go, TIE Bomber down. Looks like they're picking on the TIE Advance next. Contra triggered already. Okay, and they're trying to stay in the battle, but yeah, we got this thing under control. It's definitely Tatooine probably here is the easiest planet here in Sector 3. We can basically autoplay all the missions for the most part, as I've shown you there. Dathomir as well, not too bad, but yeah, Zepho and Kashyyyk are the two planets here in Sector 3 that for the most part, you know, there aren't many ways really to autoplay and win missions consistently. And that's it guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.